Tommy and Lordy, two country lads working hard in the field near Wilno, from sun up to sundown all day long, for this was in the days of the long ago. The sun was high up in the sky, the boys were thirsty and sweating, when a howl came up from the valley below, said, Lordy to Tommy, we better be a-getting, 'cause it's that Wilno Express coming down the line. That Wilno Express in time for your bottle of wine. Hey, it's gonna make you feel fine. They ran down the hill to the Wilno station. It was noon when they jumped on board, rolled down the tracks in the Barry's Spade, and they ran like hell to the liquor store. An hour later they were walking up that Wilno hill, holding tight to the bottles of wine, eating their lunch and sipping that stuff, thanking God for the train that got them back in good time. It was that Wilno Express coming down the line. That Wilno Express in time for your bottle of wine. It's gonna make you feel fine. Now it's cars, always need a fixin'. Gasoline prices won't stay in line. Take me back to the days when the living was lighter. Train got you and your wine back in plenty of time. It was that Wilno Express coming down the line. That Wilno Express in time for your bottle of wine. It's gonna make you feel fine. It's coming down the line in time for your bottle of wine. Last up!
About 10 miles up from Barry's Bay, in a run-down little log shack, lived a spry old lad who worked all day, had a moonshine still out back. By night he'd fry some bacon up and sit around the stove, and sip his shine from a mason jar till he could hardly move. And all through the winter, right into the spring, on many a cold and windy night, you could hear the stovepipe sing, and the wind in the wire would vibrate a song that the old man always hummed on his way back from the John. He lived in the bush for all his days, and it was a simple life, with a homemade fiddle and a half-dozen dogs, with no real need for a wife. His neighbors always welcomed him when he'd walk out their way, and if he wasn't on the stuff, they'd let him stay all day. And all through the winter, right into the spring, on many a cold and windy night, you could hear the stovepipe sing, and the wind in the wire would vibrate a song that the old man always hummed on his way back from the John. And raised most of his food for himself, and the welfare money from the government he just put in a jar on the shelf. When the old man died at 93, his friends were shocked to hear he left a pension to his dogs of a cool 10 grand a year. And all through the winter, right into the spring, on many a cold and windy night, you could hear the stovepipe sing, and the wind in the wire would vibrate a song that the old man always hummed on his way back from the John. City of Pembroke in middle-aged man drinking beer by the quart had a real hard luck story he was dying to tell. It was sad, it was sweet, but it wasn't too short. Every day as a youth he would travel, it seems, from Alamet Island, cross the river to town, and he met on the ferry the girl of his dreams. Every day at the landing she'd always be found. He told me how once he was happy and gay. He told me how once he was merry. And now 20 years he had wasted away for the girl that he loved on the ferry. She worked in some office and he drove a hack, and they'd often run into each other, going to work in the morning or on the way back, and they came to be riverboat lovers. Then a new bridge was built and the people were glad. It made traveling easy and trade was enhanced. You could cross now in any weather, no matter how bad. But it tragically ended their shipboard romance. He told me how once he was happy and gay. Told me how once he was merry. And now 20 years he had wasted away for the girl that he loved on the ferry. He haunts all the hotels in lonely distress. A broken heart is his stubborn reminder. He forgot to inquire her name or address. He'd no notion in hell how to find her. At the Pembroke or the Windsor you may see this old gent. At the Hillsborough, at Freddy's or Keon's, or the Mackey or the Northwoods, I imagine he'll do it for eons. And he told me how once he was happy and gay. He told me how once he was merry. And now 20 years he had wasted away for the girl that he loved on the ferry.
La 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 la. There she sits, black and white, with a cherry on top. Key in the ignition, door is wide open, engine running and hot. Where is the driver? Where has he gone? Oh, where can he be? He's in the hotel, stopping some trouble, like a good old PP. Here, our hero Danny, standing and watching with a bunch of the lads, all wanting to try it, wanting to drive it, wanting to do it bad. Danny's cruiser, it's a doozer, don't confuse her, you might lose her on the bridge. Who will do it? Who has the courage? Who has the guts? Up steps our Danny. He jumps in and takes off with a squeal and a puff. Oh, Pee-Pee comes running. Danny looks in the mirror, thinks he sees a gun. This gets him excited, gets him a little nervous. Says says this is no fun, so he steps hard on the brake. The cruiser swerves over, hits the bridge on the side. Out jumps our Danny. Off he goes a-running, says cruiser bye-bye. Hey, Danny's cruiser, it's a doozer. Don't confuse her. Danny, you're gonna lose her on the bridge. La 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 la. Down by the river, someone behind him. Oh, who can it be? Blue suit and brass buttons, grabs at his ankle, but Danny runs free. Curse the informer who told on our Danny and put him on trial. Pay to fix up your cruiser and get yourself home now, said the judge with a smile. So if you are tempted to try out the cruiser, to give it a drive, just go ask our Danny what it was like. Save yourself a trial. Hey, Danny's cruiser, it's a doozer. Don't confuse her, you might lose her on the bridge. Danny's cruiser, it's a doozer. Don't confuse her, Danny, you're gonna lose her on the bridge. Rockingham lived a man by the name of Culhane. Big and he was strong and he was very quick. Baptized Michael, but they called him Mick. Mick Culhane of Rockingham. In the old days he was quite a man. What with a stallion with both hands. What a man was Mick Culhane. When off with the stallion he would ride. Mick would sit in a cart behind, and on that cart there was a little box. The box was full of his own moonshine. Mick Culhane of Rockingham. In the old days he was quite a man. What with a stallion with both hands. What a man was Mick Culhane. From Cumbermere to Brudenell and down to the Palmer you could hear him yell. I'm a man, a stud horseman, and I've got the stud can. Mick Culhane of Rockingham. In the old days he was quite a man. What with the stallion with both hands. What a man was Mick Culhane. On the Rockingham road one dark night, Mick and a bear got into a fight. Mick hit him with his fist, knocked him dead on the road. It may be true, but I don't know. Mick Culhane of Rockingham. In the old days he was quite a man. What with the stallion with both hands. What a man was Mick Culhane. Culhane of Rockingham. In the old days he was quite a man, and he rocked the stallion with both hands. What a man was Mick Culhane. Stud horseman was Mick Culhane. Each year in the fall we congregate all to stalk the noble deer. When the weather turns cool I act like a fool, 'cause hunting time is here. 'Tis then that the lads, the boys and their dads, they load their trucks with booze and trample the lands with guns in their hands that they might need to use. A-hunting, I act like a lush for a week in the bush, like a real pioneer with 3 cases of beer. A-hunting we will go. party all right into the night, and then we party some more. The fun it goes on until everyone is lying dead drunk on the floor. And then in the morn, wish you hadn't been born, but you crawl on out with the gang. Someone gives you a nip and says,
Let her rip.
and the guns go bangity bang. I act like a lush for a week in the bush, like a real pioneer with 3 cases of beer. A hunting we will go. It's no fun, you know, in the rain and the snow to stand at the head of the drive. You sit and you freeze with mud to your knees while you wait for the deer to arrive. Just stand in your spot and you shiver a lot and you freeze as stiff as a bar. If ever a deer came anywhere near, you couldn't hit the broadside of a car. I act like a lush for a week in the bush, like a real pioneer with 3 cases of beer. A hunting we will go. What is it that makes monkeys and apes of normal everyday guys? Why, I kind of believe we need to relieve the madness of everyday lives. But what of our wives, the lights of our lives? We left lonely and blue. They're out of the town, or running around. They're doing some hunting too. I act like a lush for a week in the bush, like a real pioneer with 3 cases of beer. A hunting we will go. Oh yes, a hunting. I act like a lush for a week in the bush, like a real pioneer with 3 cases of beer. A hunting we will go.
Shady lady disco in Renfrew town one night. I met a cute young country girl, she was out of sight. With all the noise and flashing lights, she looked so out of place. Was it the pig shit on her boots or the big smile on her face? We danced in the old-fashioned way, together arm in arm. The way she danced and how she smelled recalled to me the farm. Well, you can have your flashing lights and noisy discotheques. I'll take my country sweetie and good old down-home sex. No point in me pretending as if I couldn't see. Her animal magnetism brought out the man in me. We've been together ever since, they say that time will tell. I love that sexy woman with her kind of farmy smell. We danced in the old-fashioned way, together arm in arm. The way she danced and how she smelled recalled to me the farm. Well, you can have your flashing lights and noisy discotheques. I'll take my country baby and good old down-home sex. We danced in the old-fashioned way, together arm in arm. The way she danced and how she smelled recalled to me the farm. Well, you can have your flashing lights and noisy discotheques. I'll take my country sweetie and good old down-home, homegrown, wholesome sex. Everybody needs a place to roost, a place to call their own. Everybody's needs can be reduced to love and warmth, food and a home. Oh well, I came to the land in a beat-up van, me and my family. Had to get out, couldn't be no doubt, from that urban insanity. Got us a place, we made all the mistakes, just trying to stay alive. Lessons came dear, but still we're here, managing to survive. Everybody needs a place to roost, a place to call their own. Everybody's needs can be reduced to love and warmth, food and a home. No need to complain, just damage my brain, probably bust a gut. Won't talk about what we did without, or what we haven't got. 'Cause things are fine most all of the time, I wouldn't change them if I could. And it's nice to know as we watch it all grow that we're doing the world some good. Everybody needs a place to roost, a place to call their own. Everybody's needs can be reduced to love and warmth, food and a home. Everybody needs a place to roost, a place to call their own. Everybody's needs can be reduced to love and warmth,
I've been trying to reach you, 'cause my heart is full, but your love's on ice, and my blades are dull. I can feel myself slipping, I can see the fall. I know what it feels like, 'cause I've been there before, and it's a long way down, and your love's on ice. Yes, your love's on ice. Oh, your love's on ice. Yes, your love's on ice. Well, you smile politely, do everything I say, but when I try to get close, you seem to slip away. Oh, something about you, it got me in a spin. I try to get through, but I see I just can't win. I missed my stride, and your love's on ice. You know your love's on ice. should I keep trying? Or should I pack it in before I start crying? Seeing I can't win. But when I see you coming, I wanna run to you. I can't help myself, I'm just a helpless kissing fool. I wanna melt your heart, but your love's on ice. You know your love's on ice. You've been treating me nice, but your love's on ice. Yeah, your eyes on ice, on ice, on ice, on ice, on ice, on ice. Put it back where it came from. Put it back where it belongs. Leaves and grass and banana skins, you gotta let it rot. All belong in the compost bin now, let it rot. There's nothing to buy, you just pile it high and let it rot. When the pile gets hot, you just sit right back and let it rot. 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 Put it back where it came from. Put it back where it belongs. Nature loves a harmonizer, let it rot. Use organic fertilizer and let it rot. Some people throw it out, that's wrong without a doubt. You gotta let it rot. When it starts to get hot, you just sit right back and let it rot. Let it rot. Yeah, let it rot now. Let it rot. Let it rot. Backsliding, you better wax it right. ride. We're gonna climb that mountain and we'll reach for the top. Then we'll turn around, push off, and coast to Woodstock. Well, backsliding, oh, you better wax it right. Backsliding, yeah, not too heavy or light. Backsliding, that ain't hill. Baby, you're starting to slip. Kick and glide, oh, kick and glide, oh, kick and glide, yeah, kick and glide, oh, kick and glide, oh, kick and glide, oh, kick and glide, oh, kick and glide. Well, potato, oh, potato soup. Yeah, potato, oh, potato soup. Salt and pepper, we got onions in there too, yeah. You know it's cold when it's 40 below. You know it's cold when it's 40 below. I tried the truck. I won't go, no. We'll cook it up. Ooh, nice and hot. We'll cook it up. Nice and hot. Put it on the table. I like it a lot. We'll cook it up. Ooh, nice and hot. We'll cook it up. Ooh, nice and hot. Put it on the table. You know I like it a lot. Oh, cook it up. It's no secret over our world there is a gathering gloom of factory smoke, plastic touch, TV in every room. But worst of all is the dark inside the head of the working man. On an assembly line you can't think or feel. You survive the best you can. Let's make it with love. Make it with responsibility. Make it with knowledge. Make it with art. Most of all, let's make it with love. Make it with love, and you will see a
coming together of gifts of light into the flaming of a star. Years ago they said industrial goods would save us all from pain. Now we know they just bring us frustration, cheapness, and shame. You can't change the night, but you can change yourself. Make all you can with joy. And if you live simply with humankind too, your light won't be destroyed. Let's make it with love. Make it with responsibility. Make it with knowledge. Make it with art. Most of all, let's make it with love. Make it with love, and you will see a coming together of gifts of light into the flaming of a star. The dark ages were a long time ago, so the history books all say. But I'm not sure that we're not living in the darkest of nights today. With a system that needs a war in each generation, keeps nations in a state of suspicion. It may not end in a bang, but it might go up in a blizzle of nuclear fission. Let's make it with love. Make it with responsibility. Make it with knowledge. Make it with art. Most of all, let's make it with love. Make it with love, and you will see a coming together of gifts of light into the flaming of a star. Now, our kids don't go to the factory schools. They can't tell time too well, 'cause they don't watch the clocks all day. They don't have to pee in between the bells. Well, they can read and figure, but most of all, they work well with their bodies and hands. And I'm sure that each one someday will be proud to call themselves a craftsperson. Craftsman guilds were a guiding light in an age that tried to climb to the sky. We've reached the moon, and now we see the sky don't up the pie. And you craftsmen today, all around our way, have a mighty big job to do, to carry the torch of craftsmanship through the dark depths of me and you. Let's make it with love. Make it with responsibility. Make it with knowledge. Make it with art. And most of all, let's make it with love. Make it with love, and you will see a coming together of gifts of light into the flaming of the star. A coming together of gifts of light into the flaming of the star.